For anyone who recognizes this theme, this is definitely a theme from Johto. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. Last time, we've managed to get to 6 Island after exploring 5 Island in its entirety. And this time, we're going to check out 6 Island and see what we can do here. First things first, the sky over here. When you're this far away from the city, the sky at night is fantastic. I agree. Keep going this way and you'll get to the water path. Stay on that and you'll get to the Rune Valley. There's 2 different pathways by there, but besides that, let's go to the Pokemon Center and, hey, a rival! Hey Nick, how's your Pokedex filling up? It looks like it's impossible to get all the Pokemon by hanging around just these parts. Maybe there are Pokemon we don't know about somewhere far away. Well, if I can't do anything about it, there's no way for you to get it done. I'm not gonna get all desperate over this. I'm gonna keep collecting Pokemon at my own pace while I train them. That's what I'll do, and so there's no point staying here. I may as well leave for home. That's done. That's that. And smell you later. Finally, another smell you later. So, there is something around this area you want to take care of. First, let's heal the Pokemon back at the Pokemon Center because we need to. And besides that, there is stuff around this pathway. Now, normally I'm going to go south, but we're not going to do that quite yet. There's a bunch of things we want to take care of. Sorry, I had a belch. You know of Pokemon that evolve upon training, yes? But you know that there's still others? Some Pokemon evolve only when traded with holding specific items. That's correct. Some Pokemon, such as Steelix, require the Pokemon of Onyx and Metal Coat to be traded. For 10 years, I've searched for ruins. No, make that 20 years. I get this feeling that there's something hidden on this island. There is indeed. I highly recommend having a Pokemon of Cut in your party. Sadly, though, the egg is not hatched yet, so I can't exactly do anything with it yet. We're not going to be going that way yet, though, so I won't be doing that quite yet. I'm pretty sure the egg will be hatched by this point, and I'll likely off-screen grind the egg because it's a very painful process. Let's go to this house first. There's an old man here. There's nothing that young people find exciting here on this island, but it's a good place in terms of nature and history. Relax and enjoy your stay. History. Science. Yes, indeed. Let's go to the mart and just see what we have available to us. Pokemart has everything that you would expect. And I have a lot of money. Gmail. Mail is not exactly worth it. If you want to just deliver Pokemon mail and just trade Pokemon, you can do that, but I wouldn't exactly recommend it. It's not exactly worth it in the end. And now I have 100 Ultra Balls. I feel like I don't need any more Ultra Balls for the rest of the game. So I'm going to get another 13 full restores just because. And then I'm going to finally get some more Max Repels because I frankly burned through them after that while. 30 should be just enough that I need for now. So besides that though, 6 Island is actually quite home to 2 separate pathways when we reach to the right. There are no new Pokemon in Water Path, so sadly there's nothing there, so don't worry about it too much. I'm going to have Sparky in front normally, but Glimmer is a bit needed to level up, so let's go and check out the pathway down here a little bit because there's actually an item here containing a Pineapple Berry. Decently helpful, but not actually something I'm hoping for. I know there's better than the Pineapple Berry, but regardless of that, I'm not going to really be too concerned by it. Let's use a Max Repel. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to make my life easier. I'm just going to trade for the Max Repel all the way up to the top. There we go. Very, very nice. That'll make things a lot easier for me. There are no Pokemon on this route, so I have to go this way. Hey, I want to fight you. I'm practicing in secret so no one can see me. But I see you, therefore you're not practicing in secret anymore. Yes, indeed. He is another juggler, Edward. He sent out Voltorb. Yeah, great. At least they're around level 40, so I get some experience from them, but at the same time, I really wish they gave me better. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that Togepi egg to finally hatch, because unfortunately, eggs in this game take a decent while, and normally I would, but I really wish I could just heal up the egg later. So there's more Voltorb. Honestly, I'm really sure I should just take Anarchy out and just destroy the Voltorbs there. Kind of obvious. Back when I played this game originally, I didn't really care for 6 Island all that much, and I generally did not exactly like certain things from the islands. There's especially an island later coming up, the 7th one, of course, being the one that's the most pointless to me personally, but besides that point, 9 later, and I got older, though, I understand the significance of the island. So, yeah, Earthquake on this Electrode, it's quite easy to take care of, not exactly. Boom, goes a Dynamite, and there's more experience for me, and Mr. Mime, that's in left field. Actually, you know what? Mega Horn. Why am I even doing that? I need just Mega Horn in the face. Yeah, you connected for once. By that I mean it's connected twice since I've used it. Yay, gaming! Gained experience points. Nice, and it was defeated. Nobody saw me losing, right? I did. It's all on recorded footage. As a performer, I don't want people to know about the effort I put in. To be fair, though, you don't want anyone to really know your process about performing, or rather recording. Well, I guess in general, I guess performance and whatnot. I think magicians usually care about that the most, though. I just want to be careful of the swimmers because I like to fight all the trainers in the area. My boyfriend's always so busy, so I come swimming by myself. Well, I mean, I guess you could swim by yourself. Really, I prefer with company, but... Well, this is the bad time I picked Thanks Sparky, because Chinchou is a water electric type. Yeah, another bad thing about Chinchou is the fact that another thing, it has Volcarsaur for the ability. Which means I have no choice but to use something that's not Volt Absorb. Thank goodness I realized that water is not resistant to fighting. Okay, good. Chinchou at least went down quickly. It's not actually that bad. So, that's another one in Lantern. Great. Honestly, I don't really like Chinchou and Lantern by proxy because type-wise they're good types because they are able to take down their weakness, but at the same time, they are susceptible to the weakness as well. It just depends on the situation. Really, I don't really care about them that much. Although I look at Lantern's design a little more. The eyes on Chinchou just freak me out. Oh, I knew this would happen! Then why'd you bother? Lots of money. Anyway, more swimmer! What? You're suggesting you sick of seeing swimmers like me? Aw, don't be hated. he knows the hate. He knows the hate entirely. He is fourth wall breaking. Well, that makes sense. I haven't seen a swimmer have a Gyarados in a while. Actually, wait, I've only seen swimmers have Magikarp in the past. So, yeah, just Gyarados. Not exactly too threatened by it because, well, I weak the electric type, and it's also not exactly good such defensively. This will go down very quickly, at least. Thank you, and good night. And that's pretty much easy for that one, and some more Samurai is defeated. Oh, no, 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 no! And I forgot how much cheapskates they are. I couldn't lift the stigma of being a swimmer. Funny. Oh, look, a double battle. So let's go in and have that double battle, shall we? I'm gonna have... Yeah, I'm gonna have you too. Pregnancy experience, anyway. Hello, Pokemon, it's time to battle! No, it should be hello, trainer, time to battle! People make no sense sometimes. Hey, twins, Mew and Mia, send that Pikachu and Pikachu. The worst timing for me to pick a dang water type and a flying type. Good job, me. Thankfully, though, Pikachu is not exactly known for anything that's actually defensive very well. Ironically enough, you're going to be doing something later involving a certain electric mouse we know and love. And Surf takes them out entirely because they're frail as bees. It is not until later generations the Life Ball exists, therefore they're more threatening, but besides the point. You're mean, you're so bad for winning! Oh. It makes me all sad inside when we lose. Oh, I'm sorry, my Pokemon. That's sad. Depressing. Anyway, in this house is somebody right over here. My height is 67 inches on the button. I know this is precisely because my neighbor measured me. His neighbor measured him. 67 inches. That's what? I think a few feet. That pleasant breeze leads me all this way here. And Aroma Lady. Ironically enough, I feel like the Aroma Lady's first introduction is Ruby and Sapphire, though. So, remember when I was talking about the worst Pokemon in the game? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sunkern, one of the absolute worst Pokemon in the series, based at nothing over 30, and it's considered one of the most frail things in the planet. Yeah, making fun of Sunkern is just a past fun game with me, and Sunflora. Okay, even Sunflora is not that good either. You may be thinking, oh, it evolves, it's good now, right? It's wrong. Sunflora has only the same similar sets to a second stage evolved Pokemon of a starter. That's all it has, nothing else. It's so slow and bad. Making fun of these two is just hilarious. Giggle, you're so cute when you're determined. Oh wait, I don't think I need that right now. Okay, this island has actually something important here later, though. But besides that, though, there's actually an item on the other side I want to grab before anything else. So let us go this way instead. So, this item over here in question is a elixir. Heals all PP of moves by 10. Really useful to have, especially when you're low on PP. I haven't used my PP healing items. Ironically enough, I didn't use them from the league. But besides that, there's a berry right here containing an orange berry, which generally 10 HP. Green path is later though. Water path is left. Next. But first, let's go in this house because it's important. Hera Cross! Big and shiny, it's a big boss! Love it and needed Hera Cross. This girl seems to like Hera Cross a lot. It's a blank chart of some sort. That's basis for some writing of some kind of record. What could be that record? Who knows? Who knows, indeed? Who knows? Who knows, indeed? Now, besides the point, let's go actually to the left pathway, because this pathway actually leads to a new area known as Pattern Bush. Pattern Bush is home to new Pokemon. The first one being Letaba. Letaba is a complete and utter joke. It is a bug flying type of painfully weak stats. The only good stat it has is special defense and evolves decently late. Actually, not decently late, decently early, but its stat-wise, it's just bad. Speaking of bad, hello Farfetch. But besides that, though, it's just bad. Also, it's just not a completely good Pokemon. All of its moves can be physical, like Comet Punch and whatnot, but I can't recommend it because it's just that bad. And then the other one is Spinarak, more common in Fire Red compared to LeafGreen's Letaba. Spinarak is a bug poison type and is much more effective than that Pokemon. Also, when moves like Spikes. It's easily more offensive than the two, and it actually gets away with it. But besides that, though, it has the same frailty as any bug type. Just knock it out with a flying type move and you're good to go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for those two. But the more one that you really would want in this game, the one I feel like is the best one in my opinion, is Heracross. Heracross is a bug fighting type with amazing physical attack, decent defense, and all-around balanced stats across the board. Not only that, that Pokemon itself is capable of using moves that normally would not be very good. However, it's until Generation 4 it gains access to certain moves by level up, such as Brick Bait level 19 in later games. And besides that though, it pretty much is a very good Pokemon. I like it a lot personally, and I've used a lot of Heracross over the years. Because of that, it's one of the better bug types and fighting types that you can find in this series, bar none. And that's pretty much all the Pokemon you can find on this route. I'm not kidding, that's actually all the Pokemon you can find here. Yeah, Bush Path doesn't really have that much, but here's Pokemon for love. Yes, I did, indeed. Goodbye. Guarantee was a good experience. Sadly, though, since there's no response here, I think the Versus Secret, though, does not work here as well. I might want to double-check that, but I'm going to use this potion that I have a few left and just use them on Thank George. Honestly speaking, I'm hoping this will actually speed up the process of certain things. Let me see if the Versus Secret works. Nope, does not work here. Yeah, any dungeon you see, no Versus Secret. Kind of sucks. And there is a bug catcher there, which is good for me because I can just get more experience from them. So let us fight bug catchery. I caught a bug Pokemon that lives only around here. Your options are Letaba, Spinarak, or Heracross. Well, there's Heracross. Heracross, as you can see, has a very cool beetle-like design, and I like it a lot. It's supposed to be an opposite pair compared to Pinscher. And unlike Pinscher, can actually learn bug-type attacks like Mega Horn. So, yeah. Honestly speaking, Pinscher is one of the most disappointing Pokemon in the world. Like, it doesn't know bug-type moves at all. One option? It is. Yes, it is option. Option. Awesome. What is wrong with me? I don't know anymore. Something's wrong with me. Probably a list. Probably a very big list of what's wrong with me. Almost as bad as a list of how many things are wrong with anyone. And his person likes bug Pokemon. Am I the only girl that like that? Some people like bugs, others do not. I really didn't care for bugs growing up. Though to be fair though, some bugs are worse than others. I'm pretty sure all of us under the sun can agree on one particular thing. Wasps are useless. I'm always the person who dislikes wasps. I know that they usually help against like other bugs, but all they do is sting humans. I care more about that than anything else. I lost, but I'm still laughing. Am I the only girl like that? Well, she's just weird. Well, I guess don't be sad, be glad. Just be glad. Pretty much, this entire place has a lot of bug-type trainers and nothing else. So, yeah. Look at all the bug Pokemon. This bug catcher is having fun having a lot of bug-type Pokemon. And this is Bucketry Units with a Battle Center Venonat. Well, that's a common thing I haven't already seen in a while, so good luck for that. Time for her again. Now, what our rival was talking about earlier on in the episode was simple. He's going back to Kanto, which means it basically means that you can talk about the Elite Four rematches. Elite Four rematches are around level 70, though. I highly recommend getting your team to a close amount. And I'd frankly be honest, I keep saying that a lot, but they are tough. Really tough. Their teams will change depending on the new game Pokemon as well. For example, not Bertha. She's not even in this game. Agatha will have a Misdreavus later on, and I frankly will say outright that it's a joke, but besides that, yeah, not exactly a bad idea. Oh, look, a Piker. Let me guess, you have fighting type weaknesses, and I can punch you in the face. Have you noticed something odd about these parts? Many things odd. Many things odd indeed. This is a ruined maniac, Layton's, and that's Sandslash. I really should have picked Glimmer for this. Well, I should have picked Glimmer for this. I'm swapping. Alright, let's get Glimmer out of here because I frankly screwed up entirely. I screwed the pooch. Alright. Right, that's considered physical in this generation. When it comes to Pokemon LPs I want to do in the future, though, I feel like I either want to do Coliseum or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but the problem is, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is getting traction in terms of views. I don't know what it is about that, I just don't. Honestly, I wish it got more traction over the years, and it really needs more love. It has a lot of big fans and whatnot, but I'd have to bring something to the table that makes things unique. So, there's that. I'm just trying to get my thoughts down when it comes to LPs I want to do in the future, just besides the point, and another Sandslash. Though I prefer that Onix with a Steelix, I'm pretty sure that you can easily do that. Decision making. Of course you guys fail at that specific point. 56 at least. Tank is so out-leveled right now, it's sad. So, yeah, have you taken a good look around your feet? Yes? What do you say after that? There are places here in the pattern bush that won't crash, won't go. What could cause such a phenomenon? I guess they're based on Aztec lines, Aztec ruins and whatnot. You know, those dang ruin lines that you see around certain places. Not exactly that understandable, hard to understand. I want to take care of all the trainers here, so these battles are not exactly going to be difficult. Hi, how's it going? I'm looking to preserve the natural ecology of Pokemon here, which means bug types. Actually, the entire place only has bug types. Allison, like Allison and Clefairy. Hey, look, a punching bag. What do you mean punching bag? Oh, right. George. Finally get some time to shine. Punch. Alright. That's easy. My favorite strategy back in Double Battle, by the way, is probably Protect Earthquake strategy, because that strategy has always been busted to me. To be fair, though, there's a trainer in the game, Coliseum, that utilizes that strategy so effectively that it was a pain in the neck when I first played the game. I could not get to the left of me catch those legendary Pokemon back in those games. Because you gotta remember, the game is limited options. Plus, the game also has catch rates of like 3. It sucks. Yeah, not exactly that bad. Honestly, it depends on what game version I want to play later in the series. I think I would prefer a remake over a original because it just depends on what options I have. Oh, for someone so young, you are tremendous. Besides that, I really can't say what I want to pick for the next game I want to pick after Xenoblade X. Take a brief breath. Isn't the air delicious? Nope. Diana would like to bounce in the hop. I've seen like too many of you. Please, rocks. Thank you. Thank you for rocks. Have a nice day. Great. Just Hoppip. I'm not exactly threatened by Hoppip entirely. So that's another Hoppip. Do you only have Hoppip? I'm pretty sure you only have Hoppip or Skiploom. There's no jump buff that I've seen. And even though you should, you're by that level, we're gonna happen. Unlikely story, but George Bill 54, so that's good. And Skiploom. Hey, Skiploom. Sadly though, as you can see, painfully obvious, having a rock-type weakness is not exactly good for a grass-type that does not need it. Only game that actually is good, like, speedy grass-type is good Scott. That game is fun. Black and White is just a fun game. I don't know why people don't like it back then. It wasn't exactly great. I finally missed. And your option was Kind Spore. Kind Spore lowers speed by 3 stages. I am not kidding. It's annoying. Later games have moves such as Cotton Guard, but either or, both are kind of bad. I'm not exactly really threatened by it. It's done, it's easy, not exactly worried. So that's it for Skip Bloom, and that's pretty much it. And last Diana will actually be defeated, and I'll teach you to breathe properly. Whatever, I don't care, lass. There are wild Pokemon here, and you technically could catch a Heracross to get that. If you catch the Heracross, you get an item for that lady that wanted Heracross as the item known as Nest Ball. They're good on weaker Pokemon. Although to be fair, though, they're very useful for gimmick nonsense, such as, you know, trying to catch strong Pokemon and weak Pokeballs. It's fun, isn't it? So there's actually a sea path over here. Let's go and check this place out. Hello, lady. Huh? I was envisioning my house, but this is where I teleport? That's not how teleport works. It teleports you back to the Pokemon Center. And it's just not good. I should be not surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. I should not be surprised. Natu is not exactly a threat. I don't know why they made Natu. I know it's a Johto Pokemon, but it's just sad. What's it called? Honestly, I get too confused because one reason I get them confused is simple. Kate and Liza both have a Exatu. I don't know why, but they do. And Slowbro is something that got one shot by critical hit. Yay! Finally! By the way, that thing on its tail is a shelter. No, you think I'm lying? But it is. And that's easy. It's just Kadabra. I'm not even remotely scared of Kadabra entirely. You know what? We haven't done it yet. I missed! Pointless recover. What? 2 in a row. Okay. There we go. Seriously, Drag? That's 2 shots. You missed Blastburn. Come on. Not 100% accurate. Might as well be 50% accurate. Big boo-boo. What do you have to say for that? I'm so scatterbrained. I need to focus so I can teleport properly to my house. I mean, a psychic would make sense. You have to make sure you have a location in mind before the psychic teleports there. It just depends on the situation. I don't really understand psychics. Outcast Island is interesting. And normally I'd fight the trainer here, but I'd rather check out Outcast Island. I do not want to deal with wild Pokemon right now. There's a double battle coming up, and I'm pretty sure having... Yeah, I think this is the best I got right now. Alright, there is actually a double battle here, so let's do that. Fixus, help! Please battle with me! A brother and sister pair. Finally, family fun. And they look like they're holding hands. Ava and Deb. Poliwhirl and Starmie. It makes sense for the female one to have a Starmie. And it makes so much sense for a Poliwhirl, but whatever. Take care of that one, and then we're going to use Thunder on the opposite Starmie. Thunderbolts! Now, is Thunder going to hit, or is it going to miss? Who knows? I sure don't, because Blastburn missed twice already. That just drives me insane every single time. I might have a funny story to tell just recently happened. Like, I managed to finally get a Wii U gamepad again after, well, my original was waterlogged damage from a day incident back in a flood. Problem is, the game I wanted to do to check for ready for Let's Play, unfortunately, this cannot be read. Tragedy in motion. Yep, pretty much. Hey, I don't want to fight you. Yeah, I swim here from 6 Island Port. Didn't go. What is wrong with you? Don't you know those waters are dangerous? Anyway, the fact that he has the energy to fight me is even more surprising. Ironically enough, it's just not exactly. Who uses Protect in a single battle? Let's be honest here. Who uses that? Protect's better in double battles. Why would you do this? I don't know why they do this. I do not know. I do not like this. I find it funny how Sparky is basically my highest level, but it's because of dang nonsense with water types. Hello, Water Turtle. How's it going? I haven't seen a water type like you in a while. I've only seen Blastoise from my rival. 58 for me. Alright, whatever. I had to take all my throat and I didn't want to actually play that in recording gas. And you're just broke. I'm only halfway point unbeat. You're just broke. You're just broke, man. You're just broke. There are no items there except for one fisherman over here. We want to go this way first. Found a PB up. Hi. I'm having no luck. A battle will change the pace. This fisherman's having problems fishing. No pity whatsoever. Oh, okay. There's maybe a problem. If I physically touch that thing, it's gonna use poison point on me and it's gonna suck. Yeah, not fun. Not exactly fun. Unless that's Swift Swim, I would prefer it if it didn't, but I'm not risking that chance. So there's that. Easily. And another. Honestly, I really wish that, like, Bullfish got an evolution so much earlier than, like, Legends Arceus. The fact that it took that long for an evolution for this Pokemon, it just makes sense. I am so glad I did not hit it yet. I'm just gonna use something weak. And no Destiny Bond. Okay, good. You didn't do it yet. Okay. We can do this. Psychic. Thank you. Not relying on no miss moves. Thank goodness. I didn't want to get knocked out by Destiny Bond. If I had done that wrong, I'd be screwed. Destiny Bond really only works best when the Pokemon's going first. Otherwise, it fails miserably at its move timing. Because unless you're slower, yeah, that's not going to work. Though, to be fair though, Tank would probably be the only one that gets sucked by it. Man, Tank is the one that... Hi, buddy. How's it going? I haven't seen one of you in a while. Technically speaking, you can actually have a missable fight here if you don't do this. Greg, come in here. I need him to level up more. Hello. There's no rare Pokemon around these parts. Not a one! This burns me up, man. I'll take it out on you! Rude, rude, and rude. Ignore one. Sends out Muck. Oh, great. I really wish I could do this right now because Muck's special defensively. Last burn? Finally connected. You take like 3 shots to connect. And that one shot's Muck entirely. In shift battles, this Pokemon is at least good enough to use Blast Bird, but if this was set, I'd be screwed because I'd be stuck waiting a turn. Thank goodness. Though, to be fair though, I don't really have the understanding reason of like set versus shift battles. Like, if you want more challenging fights, then I guess I could do that because every battle at Coliseum is set. But I might do that in the future because this is just easy enough. The move has like recoil, so it's short turn. I might have to do that anyway in the future. Eradicate. Alright, that's really hard. Alright, George, come out here and let's use Brick Break on this thing. Not exactly Brick. Pow! 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 Quite easy. Nothing else to it. And that's it for Eradicate. And that's pretty much it for that Pokemon. Let's defeat it. Huh? Huh? Alright, that's it for that. And there's a cave here. This cave is Altering Cave. The only Pokemon in this cave is Zubat. Now you're probably wondering, why this place seems familiar to those who played Emerald? Well, you should feel like it's familiar, because this island, and rather Altering Cave, was originally going to be unreleased Pokemon that allowed you to get old Pokemon in Johto. Sadly, the event was never released, and this thing never happened. This Emerald had the same thing, and they originally had a lot of Emerald Pokemon, and a lot of Pokemon that you find in Emerald there are Pokemon that you can find in Coliseum and XD, so you're not missing much when it comes to this entire cave. It was supposed to use Mystery Gift, but besides that, though, there are only 3 Mystery Gift events in the game, and this was not one of them. So, let's leave. So besides that, though, there's nothing else left except to go back to heal, and then we're going to try to go south in the future. Try to go south. However, I think we've been through a lot, and I think we should stop here for now. Next time on Pokemon LeafGreen, we will be going to the south and seeing what lies there. See you all next time.